So, hello everyone. I'm just setting up my system right now, so please be a bit patient. I hope you had a good sleep, or if it's night where you are now, just brought down some coffee. So I think this will be an interesting day. I'm getting up different platforms here. Just 2 seconds and I'll show it to you on the screen. Mhm. Hmm. Sorry that it takes some time, but it seems like the computer wants to be a bit hard on me right now, but I will get it up quite soon. I will not start trading until 9 o'clock, so that's about 45 minutes until. But you can watch what I'm doing now to set everything up, and what I usually read up on before I start the trading day. Okay, so here we go. I think I'm ready to show you it in a few seconds. Yep, it's coming. Great. So let's see now. there. I will just watch the YouTube video myself to see if anyone has any questions. I'll also monitor the workplace. So is this better? So is this better? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So I'm just checking workplace for some comments here. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what will happen today. So I tend to use Forex Factory. And I tend to use the calendar function here. You need to make sure that the timing is correct here. So for me, it's 8:14 a.m. So it's correct, but you can click this and change your time zone here. Just gonna 2 seconds there. Yeah. And what I do here is that I check the calendar. Every day I'm going to trade, I check the calendar. And that's quite crucial because there could be some major events during the day. I'm not saying that that will decide what kind of market we will have, because sometimes you get expected numbers and not much happen in the market. But you can also have some quite unexpected numbers. So the most easiest way to read this calendar is, for example, today you have for China, they will or they have released 4 a.m. Some GDP numbers here. You could see that the previous one was 6.9%. The forecasted one was 6.8%. The actual was 6.9%. So it's quite similar what the GDP was and what they forecasted. So I'm not that there wouldn't be a lot of movements here because of these numbers, but yeah. But if you have some really different numbers on the forecasted and the actual numbers, then you might see some major shifts in the market, especially if it's marked with the red factory. The yellow and the orange factories here, the tags or icons, they're not that important, but you should keep an eye out for the red factories if you're, for example, here trading in the Chinese market with the yen. I usually just look at everything with GBP, Great Britain, and Euro, and everything marked with the USD. When that is said, the market tends to react quite fast on news that aren't necessarily associated with important macroeconomic releases. So you need to keep an eye on this. Just know when the important timings might come. So today I will keep an eye out on this release. But as you can see, it's marked with orange, so it might not have that big of an impact. But I will just keep an eye on it at 11 a.m. CST. And then there aren't any more big releases that I'm interested in. I will also go to hope the text. I didn't quite get you, Narayana. The text was in English. I didn't quite get you, but I read an interesting post on MarketWatch this weekend. Let me see if I can find it again. No, I can't seem to find it right now. But it talked about soaring in gold because of some macroeconomic numbers that were released. I think it was on Friday. So I will just make this a bit bigger. Oh yeah. So IG.com, the one I have now, it's in Norwegian, as you can see, but I think you'll be able to follow or understand what I'm doing because it says here quite clear: Wall Street cash, Germany cash. So Germany 30 cash, that's DAX, the index, and Wall Street cash, that's Dow Jones. And I have a few instruments here that I'm following. I could have added more, but I like to have yeah, how to, I like to have it to a minimum to keep a nice overview of it. Yeah, as you can see here, I will at around 8 o'clock, Wall Street did go a bit higher. I'm just going to check the development during the night. And so okay. Yeah. So I think that's on Friday, right? Let me double check. Yeah. So on Friday, Dow Jones ended up quite high, an all-time high. Let's see. Yeah, this is an all-time high. And I remember that I read that they didn't understand why Dow was rising because of the macroeconomic numbers that were released on Friday. So let's take a look at those. And just to see, I didn't follow that very closely last week, but oh yeah, you can look at core retail sales here. It's actually a 0.4% difference in the forecasted than the actual. It looked quite bad. So yeah, it's quite strange why the Dow Jones went a lot higher on Friday. And as you can see, gold has done quite a good week. Very good week. I think, yeah, this was on Friday, probably when the macroeconomic numbers from the US came out. So yeah, it actually went down to 1216 here and then shut up to 130, 232. Yeah. This looks actually like an interesting sell here. But I will I think I will leave it be for now. Looks like a sell to me. But I'll leave it until 9 o'clock. So I will start trading 9 o'clock because then the spread will be lower on IJ.com, and that's when the European stock market opens. So this is just the pre-hours that you're looking at, except for gold. So I would suggest that you read my blog post about the 2% Club, because that's what I'm going to try to do now. This the 2% Club posts on hack.com. Let's see. So I can tell you about the signals that RG.com sends out. They send out these signals here. So if you click on them, you can see two different signal providers. It's PI First and Autochartist.com. And then they send out some okay signals based on technical analysis. But like when I've followed them, I've won probably 50% of the times and lost 50% of the time. So it's quite neutral, I would say, for using these signal providers. And you can see here in Germany, the DAX, it's a sell. They've put a sell on 12,770 and a target level on 12,600 and a stop level on 12,820. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade in DAX today. It looks like everything is calm before the storm here. And I'm especially quite mind blown that these macroeconomic numbers from Friday pushed Dow Jones and probably Nasdaq as well higher. I will take a look at Nasdaq. So this is no, this is S&P. This is Nasdaq here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just checking Workplace to see if anyone needs any help with getting into the live stream. So if you can, you are able to chat with me both on Workplace and on the YouTube channel there. So if you have any questions or and also please let me know if you're going to copy me or if you just want to follow me. That would be also nice to know. So as you can see here, I have 766,218 Norwegian kroners currently as my bankroll, as I call it. And I want to make 2% today. So 2% of that amount is, let's see. So that's about 15,000 Norwegian kroners, which is about 2,000 US dollars. So that's what I'm aiming for today. So when that's said, most likely I want to be trading the American indexes, because the spread is higher when it's in pre-markets, for the US. But I will trade in the European, probably DAX, maybe gold. So let's see what happens. I'm also interested in Tesla, actually. I think shorting Tesla might be a good idea. In a while. What? Didn't quite get this chart here, but it says 327 US dollars per stock. So it might be a good shorting opportunity. We will have a Tesla article soon. That will be out. And give some good recommendations on it. Let's see now. Yeah, so it looks like DAX will go up. There aren't any important numbers, as far as I remember, that will yeah. I'm not sure the CPI will have anything to say with the DAX index. As you can see here, they have a good recommendation here. So if the actual is higher, the actual number here is higher than the forecasted, that could be good for the currency, for euro. But let's monitor the numbers and the situation at 11 a.m. I'm not sure that will have really a big impact on, for example, the DAX index. And as you can see here, the PA first has a sell recommendation on DAX, so might be correct. But I believe the entry level might be a bit high. So I think I'll just have a look. Look through the world news here. Just checking if there's anything that might have an impact on today's market here. So yeah, that was probably the market numbers here. Industrial production, but I thought I read that Chinese indexes were down. Let's take a look on Chinese indexes here. Yeah, it's down. I don't like to trade with the Chinese indexes. I tend to like trade with the familiar indexes and commodities that I tend to follow. As you can see on IG.com, you can trade everything here. Well, almost everything. But remember, this is highly risky and it's called contracts for difference. So I wouldn't recommend it if you can't lose money. I wouldn't recommend it if you are a rookie. Then you should probably try with play money before going into the real deal. So I will, yeah, it's 20 minutes until I will make my first trade. Because right now I can't really see any really good opportunities here. I think we will have a quite calm day. Yep, I think I will be back with voice and probably movement in 18 minutes. So be clear, I might open a trade in DAX. It might be short, but let's see. Let's see. Hello. So I'm back now. It's now 8:55. We have 5 minutes until the European markets open. I'm interested in the Germany index here. So if you want to follow me, you have to be quite fast. Oh yeah, it looks like it's going down, but let's wait and see. I will open the Germany buy window. I will add what I know I need to have. I have it's amount for Germany 30 cash. I need to set a stop at setting a stop at 18, a limit at 18. So I will either win or I will either lose. I put a guaranteed stop here. I'm not sure I need to use it, but it's good to have right now, especially if I'm going to trade within a couple of minutes, because a lot of action happens during the opening hours. I'm putting a limit at 20 because the guaranteed stop costs 1.5 points, so that will be 19.5. So I'm putting it at 20 here instead. It'll be quite interesting to see what happens here. It might just stay put. It might go up. It might go down. So there aren't really any big macro numbers or news, as far as I know, that can help us guide us during these opening hours, but we'll see. I also need to say that there is a delay of probably 15 to 20 or 30 seconds here. So the voice and what you see on the screen is delayed. So that's why you might see some different numbers on your screen if you're using IG or eToro or whatever. Okay, 1 minute until we can see what the market tells us to do. I'm thinking that it will be quite stable today. Not a lot of action will take place, but I might be wrong. And if I see that I'm losing a trade, I will try to close it before it closes out on itself. So I'll try to lose less than I originally put in here. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock now. And I also like to emphasize that I'm not entering a trade that I don't believe in. And right now, I will not enter the market. Because it's really not clear on where the market will go here. We can take a look at the bigger graph here. Let's use this line. So as you can see, it's for the last days, it's been trading on the almost the same level here. So we could have a breakout that will go higher. We could have a here. It could go a lot higher. It could stay on the same line. It could test. Let me show you. It could test. Could test this line here. It could also go up here, or it could trade sideways against this line. I'm shorting. I went short. Let's see how that works. So I shorted, that means I sold. Because it might be totally wrong. I might lose all the money. But I will show you why I decided to short. So we started here at 9 o'clock. Went up, went down, went up, went down, then suddenly went quite far down, more than on the upside. This could just be sideways movement. It could just go right straight back up. But yeah, I got the feeling that we might see a bit see a bit lower results from DAX today. It's already up 0.25%. But yeah, let's see what happens. And remember, if I'm losing this trade, I will double to try and win the next trade. So if DAX goes above probably this line here, I will be in trouble. Oh, it might just do that. So these trades can take some time. It depends on the market, really. So a trade could take the entire day, a trade could take a couple of minutes. So we really just have to see what will happen here. Okay, so I think I will, what I tend to do when I see that it's moving quite fast is to extend it in order to make more, or to shorten it in order to make less, or lose less, sorry. But again, it could bounce up here really fast, so. It wasn't far away actually for hitting my target here. just a few points. So if it hits the take stop loss order, you could say that I had a bad, really bad trade, but let's see what happens here. Okay, so I had a question here from Mohan Galea. Why I put my stop loss and the take profit so close to the entering points. And that's simply because I don't like to do very long-term trades unless I'm really certain that the price is on a direct path to either gain or to lose. And right now, there aren't really much telling me that the DAX will go up or go down very much. So in order to have any successful trades, either by losing or by winning, you need to have a bit closer margins here. As you can see, DAX might even trade sideways within my profit and within my stop loss. So yeah, it really just depends on where I see that the market will be heading. As I said, I could extend the stop loss, I could extend take profit. So if I would see that the market is heading down quite fast, then I probably would extend the take profit to try to win more. Oh, this is bad. Could go up. I could lose this right here. Can show you here. Let's hope it will not react in this way here. Okay, so Mohan is asking me, did you, did you stop at a specific percentage of the entry point? And no, I don't. What I did is that I calculated my bankroll, and that's 700. It was 766,000. And since I'm trying to gain 2% per trading day, I calculated how much money I would need to lose today in order to gain at least 2%. And that is what led me to the stop loss and to the take profit. So I'm trying to gain approximately 16,000 Norwegian kroners today. So I can double 4 times. So I need to try to make at least one trade work. And the percentage you have, if you think you have a 50-50 percentage each time you enter trade, that's you have approximately 93% of chance to make a successful trade and a successful trading day. But of course, you have a 6% chance of losing on all 4 trades, and that will seriously hurt your bankroll. So if you end up losing 4 times in a row, I suggest that you will stop trading, take a walk, do something completely different, and then come back the next day and try to lay up a strategy. Either you will follow the same 2% strategy and just leave the loss, or you could try to double a 5th time, which might end up losing you even more money. Or yeah, yes, go crying, as Mohan says. Or you could just tell yourself that, okay, I didn't make 1 in 4 trades, so maybe trading isn't something for me. And it's really important that you do not let your emotions make the decisions for you. That's really important. You cannot be emotional attached to the money you win or the money you lose, because it's really just numbers. So yeah. DAX is still trading sideways. It's going a bit lower, but it's still trading quite sideways here. It's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down. So the funny thing here is, yeah, tilt. I know. I used to play poker myself before. I had a friend that made a ton of money on it, and he also went on tilt some days. Lost probably 10 to 20,000 US dollars on a trading day or a poker day. The interesting thing we need to look at for here is whether or not this current downtrend will break this line. Because if it stops here or stops there and then heads back up, it might be on the upwards path here and hitting this line. But let's see. So I could take profit now if I don't like where the trade is going, and enter a new trade, but I like to see where this might take me. Oh, did this? I need to open this again. Oh, Don't crash on me now. There. Oh, I might go back up now. So remember that at 11 o'clock we need to check the macroeconomic news that will be posted on Forex Factory. Final CPI, change in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers. That might not have a big impact, but let's see. And I will also check the markets at 15:30 CST when the opening hours is for Dow Jones to see if we can enter any good trades there. I really don't like this development here. It might just ping up again. Yeah, like that. Okay. Yeah, so usually when I'm in a trade like this, I tend to leave the screen and just come back and see if it was lost or if it was won. Right now I will monitor it some more because it's it could go straight up here. So if you want to ask many questions, you're free to do so in the chat on the YouTube video or on the workplace as well. I can also tell you that I tend to only trade or do one trade at a time. I do not like to enter multiple trades. I like to monitor one trade only. Then I know exactly what I might lose, what I might win. I used to do multiple trades previously, but it became too hard to monitor it and to check for news and yeah. But I do monitor different indexes. For example, if I see that gold is making a huge leap upwards or downwards, that might affect the indexes of DAX or Dow Jones or Nasdaq, because they tend to move in, well, sometimes they move in the same direction, but other times they move in the direct opposite of each other. So if I see a sudden movement somewhere, I like to enter a trade in the opposite direction. For example, if Dow Jones is crashing 100 points, you can expect that spot gold will increase. But that's risky as well, but sometimes it has worked for me. So since I have some viewers now, I will still comment on the trade I made. I will still look at the trade, even though I could have left it as is and come back at a later stage. Still, if you look, okay, I'm up almost €1,000, but that's not really important. What's important here is that the downward momentum will be able to break this line. If it's not, it might just be at the bottom here, and then it might shoot up. So this trade took quite a while. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, sometimes it takes a few hours, sometimes it takes the entire day. So it will be interesting to see what happens. But if you look at the 5-minute time frame here, it looks okay, but it might jump up here. So we're not certain of anything here. And you can also see the other indexes here. This is pre-market, and they are all up, but not that much. So I don't think we'll see any really big movements today, but right now it looks like it's on its way up here. So it didn't break that line. No, it does. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with this trade. Seems to be moving sideways. I'm thinking whether or not I should discontinue this trade. Because it could go, as you can see here, the bottom was here. It could go up here. This looks a bit sketchy. But let's see. I need to see that that it will reach this level here. If not, it's just building momentum and it's turning here. Like that, and then oops, and then like that. If it breaks this line here, then I still feel comfortable of the trade. Yeah, it did. Okay, let's see what happens now. Well, it went down to 12,631. And that was also really close to our take profit limit. It would just be ironic if that was the lowest level you will see today from DAX. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, so it did push a bit lower than the previous low here after opening, and that's good. So, oh, this is interesting. Will we have a take profit? Yeah, guys, we have a winning trade. So now I'm up at 785,651. Thanks, guys. So I need to let you know that there is a time delay on the live stream here. So 7, 8, 5, 6, 5. So I'm up almost 20,000 Norwegian kroners. That's 2,300 US dollars. And if you're looking at the 2% strategy, that should be enough for today. But since I'm doing this live streaming event, I will come back. Right now, I don't see any good trading opportunities because it's trading sideways. There's no big macroeconomic numbers, as far as I know, that will impact the trading day today. And as you can see here, all the indexes that I have are quite similar. There are no big gainers, no big losers, so it's really 50% chance whether you get this right. So I will leave this for now. I will come back at in 1 hour and 20 minutes at 11 a.m. CST to look at the final CPI numbers from the EU. I'm not sure the numbers will have that much to say, but I will just take a look and see if it impacts the markets. Could impact the Euro USD currency pair, but it's hard to say. And then I will be back at 15:30 CEST when Dow Jones and the American markets open, just to see if there's anything we can do there. But if I were to follow exactly my 2% rule, I would stop trading now. Because you might think that you want to trade the entire day, but often, and that's something I found, is that you get tired, you make mistakes, and you let your emotions do the trading for you, and that will end up you losing a lot of money. Yeah, this is how I'm trading, so I hope you got something from it. I'm not saying that you should trade the way I'm trading, but yeah, you should try to find find your own way, learn by your mistakes, because you will lose money. The only important lesson is that you should try to win more than you lose. So I will log off for now, and I will open a new live streaming video at 11 a.m. in 1 hour and 17 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys.